Time now for business news with Tolulope Ogunjobi.
Thank you, Abosede. The House of Representatives Committee on Industry has pledged to work towards improving access to affordable vehicle financing for Nigerians as part of efforts to strengthen the country's automotive sector. The committee, led by its chairman, Mr. Enito Badru, made the commitment during an oversight visit to companies in company of the National Automotive Design and Development Council's team to various assembly plants in Lagos. The visit covers GSC Motors, DAC Industries Nigeria's Limited, Bajaj, and Wandel International Nigeria Limited, amongst other companies visited. Speaking after the inspection, Mr. Badru expressed concerns about the high cost of vehicles and the inaccessibility of auto financing for average Nigerians. He noted that despite visible progress in local assembly operations, affordability remains a key obstacle to increasing vehicle ownership in the country.
You expect to see the assembly line, and you wonder why you get complaints of spare parts not being available, which has been addressed. You see or hear complaints about price tags being too expensive on the cars. And when you look and weigh everything together, you see everything comes from being Nigerian. Yeah, we see that the regulators are doing what they are supposed to do. NADDC, Sun and Man. We also see that the assembler too, the ones here, they are doing what they are supposed to do. It's only regulating the prices of the car and things like that that we are going to work on.
Credit card today provide credit to finance the acquisition of motor vehicle, both two-wheeler, three-wheelers, and even the auto, that is the cars. But again, 20 billion cannot do it all. And no government can finance auto on its own. No government globally. So we need other financial institutions to support government in financing auto. That's what we are saying. Credit card is there. They are providing their own, but credit card cannot do it all. Because the funds from the credit card is just like a seed fund from government. But we need financial institutions to be able to do that. World over, financial institutions finance provide minimum 90% of the cost of acquisition of auto. But in Nigeria, we pay, in fact, when you want to buy a vehicle, we pay cash down, and that is not sustainable.
The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, has announced that only vehicles converted at accredited centers using certified kits will be permitted to access compressed natural gas at approved stations. Speaking at the pilot launch of the Nigerian Gas Vehicle Monitoring System in Abuja, the minister emphasized that the system is designed to ensure safety, transparency, and quality across the entire CNG value chain, from conversion to refilling. Helen Osamide Kings reports.
As Nigeria accelerates the adoption of compressed natural gas as a cleaner and more affordable alternative to petrol, concerns have emerged over the safety and regulation of vehicle conversions. There are concerns that many vehicles are being retrofitted outside approved facilities, often with uncertified kits, raising significant safety and quality control issues. In response, the federal government developed the Nigerian Gas Vehicle Monitoring System to enforce standards, protect consumers, and ensure accountability across the CNG value chain. Speaking at the pilot launch of the NGVMS, Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, announced that with the initiative, only vehicles converted at accredited centers using certified kits will be permitted to access CNG at approved stations.
It is about safety and the institutionalization of standards in Nigeria's evolving gas for mobility landscape. Every CNG-powered vehicle on Nigerian route meets globally acceptable standards of safety, reliability, and environmental integrity.
The habitual nature of relying on only one source of fuel that is becoming increasingly expensive on a daily basis, we need to be able to invest. And he said, and he mentioned it, that over $1 billion of investment have been given in by different private sector players to be able to catalyze this.
The presidential initiative on compressed natural gas disclosed that over $1 billion in private sector investment has flowed into Nigerian CNG value chain. He added that more conversion and refueling stations will be commissioned nationwide before the end of the year.
In Abuja, many of you will remember that 2 years ago it was only one facility that was dispensing CNG. Today in this very city there are more than 10 locations that are dispensing CNG. Again, that is phenomenal growth. That is over 1,000% growth from 1 to 10. 10 may look small, but if you look at the percentage growth, that is also a significant amount of effort.
These union leaders urged the government to prioritize commercial vehicles in the CNG project, ensuring they are given preference. Helen Osamede Akins, TVC News, Abuja.
The Securities and Exchange Commission and the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria are partnering to improve access to long-term financing for small and medium enterprises through the Nigerian capital market. The partnership aims to create alternative funding sources for MSMEs, enabling them to expand operations, generate employment, and support the federal government's $1 trillion economy target. Director General of SEC, Mr. Emitomi Agama, emphasized the significance of the collaboration, noting that it would open new funding avenues for small businesses and better integrate them into the capital market ecosystem.
It is important that as a capital market, we're able to find a route for this small and medium-scale enterprise to be able to raise capital for sustainability and also bring them aboard in the pipeline of listed companies in Nigeria, whereby they are able to democratize wealth and also able to share part of their institutions to Nigerians, making sure that development is faster, people are employed, there is production, and also the growth of the economy. That is principally the reason. This has never been done before. It's an initiative between the Securities and Exchange Commission and SMEDAN, making sure that we all as a team and as different organizations are able to work towards Mr. President's agenda of employment, growth, development, and production.
There are approximately 40 million small and medium enterprises in Nigeria, and we have categorized them as nano, micro, small, and medium. And so we also understand that capital in this part of the country is very expensive and also very scarce. And so we want to make sure that our small businesses have alternatives to capital. And the capital market is one of the best ways. And so that's why, our collaboration is bringing another source of capital for our medium businesses.
And finally, crude oil prices edged lower today, heading for a weekly loss of around 3% after the IEA forecast a growing glut. U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin agreed to meet again to discuss Ukraine. Now, U.S. West African Texas Intermediate crude fell $56.81, down 1.13%. Brent is down 1.15%, selling for $60.36. Bonnie Light is down 2.84%, selling for $78.62, while OPEC basket is also down 1.82% to sell for $63.05. That's business at 7. Next is sports news. Ikechuku Obienu is standing by.